Welcome to Only Sport Arena, your home for the latest and hottest updates in the world of sports. I'm your host for today, and my name is Promise, and I'm here with Sakile. Sakile, how are you doing?
And it's a pleasure to be here.
We'll be diving into today's sport headline. Nigeria volleyball. Nigeria Super Falcons defeat South Africa to face Morocco in the final. I think Nigeria won the trophy. What do you think?
Yeah, that was a very nice group for Nigerian female team. They defeated the South Africans yesterday by 2 goals to 1. It was a tight contest. But at the end of the day, it was a great, it was a really commitment because the Nigerian team they lost all their players to injury. But at the end of the day, they were able to defeat them. It was a nice one. South Africans were the one that won the last tournament. Last WAFCON tournament. And Nigeria became the current champions. Dethroning them is a sign that we are likely to win that one. And I am really saying that they will bring that trophy to Nigeria. It will be a very tight one because as we play against the hosts, Morocco are the host of the tournament and they have that home advantage. So, but then I believe they can be able to win.
Okay, going to the next one. Arsenal finally agreed to sign securities for Sporting Lisbon. The deal is set to adjust. Will he perform well? Will he make Arsenal win the Premier League?
Yeah, for me, the major area that Arsenal has been lacking for years has been getting a top line, which they have agreed they did now with Sporting Lisbon. But then the other teams, talking about the Premier League, the other teams that also have that capability of winning the league. It's not just Arsenal alone. We have the likes of Liverpool, we have the likes of Chelsea. Me, I'm not calling Man City because I don't really understand the way they are going. Because even the way they performed the last Club World Cup is really surprising. So, but then it will definitely make Arsenal to compete because last season we saw Harvard. Harvard is not the kind of top 9 that can really get up to 30 goals in a season. But you see, this the person they just signed, Eucharist, last season he got about 54 goals in 52 games. So it's like he's scoring at least 1 goal per game. You understand? So for you to be able to win the Premier League, you need a striker that is consistent, not the one that will score today and will not score tomorrow. You understand? So somebody like Harvard, throughout the whole of last season, Harvard did not even score 12 goals in the Premier League. And that kind of striker cannot really help you to win the Premier League. If you look at Liverpool, for instance, Salah was their highest goal scorer in the Premier League. And with that kind of player, if you have attackers that can be able to give you goals, definitely you will compete. And so that's what Arsenal have been lacking. So with him being on that side, I hope they can be able to clinch the Premier League after about almost going to 22 years of waiting. Because the last time they won the Premier League was far back as 2004. So let's just see what happens. Today they will be playing a friendly today with AC Milan. So definitely with time we'll get to see if the striking position is actually their problem or is the coach that is their problem.
Okay, we're going to the next one. England women defeat Italy women to the final. Who will make it to the final?
The truth is, the England women they have made it to the final, and by defeating the Italians yesterday, it was a very tight contest. But then, me, I'm tipping them. But football anything can happen. That was a very nice contest from the England women team. I just hope they can be able to go as far as winning the trophy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to the next one. Liverpool entered director with triple over summer move. What do you think?
Okay. With the current Liverpool that we know, last season they won the Premier League. You understand? Some people will say, it was because Man City did not do well. They had issues with Rodri. But the truth is, winning a trophy is not coincident. It requires hard work, and it's not like a tournament like maybe a Champions League. It involves about 38 games, and it needs you at least for you to be able to win the Premier League. you have to be consistent in getting good results, in winning. You understand? And with what Liverpool have done last season and the kind of players they have added, I tell you, in fact, if I want to rate people that are top rated teams to win the Premier League, Liverpool will be number one on my list. And if they can be able to add this Rodrigo to their side, we all know who Rodrigo is. But the truth is, now Rodrigo playing time has reduced since Alonso came into became the coach of Real Madrid. So if Liverpool can be able to tie down that deal, we then bring in Ekite. You have Ekite, you have Salah, you have Rodrigo, and then we have Luis in midfield. Hmm. Just know that any team that want to play them should be prepared to collect goals.
Sure. So we went to the next one. Ferguson completes Roma move on Brighton. Brighton is giving out most of their players. Is it right?
For me, Ferguson has not been consistent for Brighton for the past few years. You know, there was a time that Ferguson the amount they were supposed to sell him was what there was a time it was worth about £100 million. But over time his what has dropped down because of inconsistency in terms of injury. You understand? Because he has faced a lot of injury over the years. But then one thing about Brighton, they have a good recruitment team. They have sold a lot of players in the past. The likes of Casedo, the likes of Trossard, they just even sold Pedro. And there's still another player that they're trying to sell to AC Milan. But then over time, you have seen that they have been able to get in the right replacement. You know, not all sides can be able to get those kind of replacement for players that go out. You understand? So it's as a result of their recruitment team is doing a lot of good job. You understand? So, but for me, I think they will still compete because they still have a lot of players there. You understand? They have the likes of what do they call him again? They have the likes of Mitoma. They have a lot of players on that squad. So for me, they are still going to do well. It's just for them to get a good replacement. There are a lot of players that we do not know much that are doing well in leagues like the French league, the Bundesliga. You understand? If you have a good recruitment, you can able to get those players and bring them on board, you know, and then sell them for a bigger price. That's just the truth.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. I'm glad to have you today on our show. So this will be the end of today at 9. Let us know your opinion in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more sports headlines. Thank you very much.